If you think the Vortex helps you get things in focus, try becoming a premium member on RealCatholicTV.com for the best shows on earth. The benefits are out of this world.
Homosexual marriage is halted in the northwestern United States, more trouble for American nuns, and Syrian Christians are being told to get out of town. All that and more coming up on today's Catholic News Roundup.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Homosexual marriage on hold. Washington State's same-sex marriage law has been temporarily blocked from taking effect after over 200,000 signatures were collected opposing the measure. The effort was accomplished by the Preserve Marriage Washington organization, and the signatures still have to be reviewed to see if they are sufficient to put a referendum protecting true marriage on the November ballot, even though the massive number of signatures is over twice the amount necessary to qualify for a public vote. 3 other states, Maine, Minnesota, and Maryland, are set to have public referenda on marriage this November as well. Franciscans back dissident nuns. Franciscan leaders have come out in support of the dissident nuns under investigation by the Vatican. Leaders of all 7 U.S. Franciscan provinces of the Order of Friars Minor have signed a statement declaring a, quote, deep concern with the Vatican's desire to reform the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, also known as the LCWR. Their statement claims excessive oversight by the church hierarchy. However, one of the 3 bishops in charge of investigating the LCWR recently expressed that there is indeed a legitimate cause for doctrinal concern. Pro-abortion academia. A professor from a New York Catholic college is leaving her position as an educator to join the pro-death ranks of Planned Parenthood. Ellen Cole was hired by the College of St. Rose in Albany as a full-time visiting teacher in 2010, even though her resume, which is posted on the college website, says, clear as day, that she was an active board member for Planned Parenthood in Alaska from 2003 to 2007. Cole is now leaving St. Rose after her short stint as an educator of Catholic students to join Upper Hudson Planned Parenthood in New York near Albany, who boast providing what they call safe and effective abortions in the first trimester, going at a minimum rate of $300 per procedure. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Carr hits the road. John Carr, the executive director of the USCCB's Department of Justice, Peace, and Human Development, is leaving his position after more than 20 years. But Carr's tenure at the USCCB was not without controversy. In recent years, faithful Catholic groups exposed CCHD funding practices that went against Catholic Church teaching. The department had been exposed for supporting abortion, same-sex marriage, contraception, sterilization, prostitution, and adoption rights by same-sex couples. Carr's history with political groups whose agenda opposes Catholic teaching stretches all the way back to the Carter White House in the 1970s. While serving in Carter's administration, he was one of the architects of Carter's pro-contraception family planning initiatives. Syrian Christians uprooted. Muslims are demanding Christians flee the town of Qusair in Syria or face military action. This ultimatum came from the military chief of the armed opposition to the Syrian government. The reasons for the warning remain unclear. Some declare it is to avoid more suffering of the faithful. Others argue that Christians have openly expressed their loyalty to the state, and this doesn't sit well with the opposition army. To date, some 9,000 Christians have left, with only 1,000 remaining, most leaving in the early spring. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. Also, be sure to check out The Vortex, where Michael is going to be talking about a lot of new changes around here. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.